College girl tries part-time job for the first time. When she saw the handsome guy in front of her, she was shocked. The guy who was supposed to be 20 years old turned into an old man with gray hair. She was at a loss for words and didn't know how to proceed. The old man obviously sensed her confusion and invited her to sit down. He kindly invited her to sit down, and thoughtfully poured a glass of water for her. With the old man's gentle reassurance, Julie gradually relaxed her guard, and the two of them began to have a preliminary conversation. When the old man realized that she was still a college student, he became even more kind. After a short 10-minute conversation, the old man was satisfied with Julie. She got paid and was ready to leave, but this encounter became the beginning of the intertwining of their destinies. Julie was recognized as a goddess at school, not only successful in her studies, but also a member of the student council, despite the many male students who pursued her. But she has her own unique understanding of youth and physical desire. She was not interested in those young, handsome boys, who could not make her feel committed. She's not interested in those young, handsome guys, who can't commit to her. But when she meets someone she's willing to commit to, even if they're gray-haired and old, she doesn't hesitate. She insists on interpreting the meaning of youth in her own way. The pressures of life force her to travel to all corners of the city. Facing all kinds of men, Julie could not afford her studies due to her family's financial difficulties. In order to complete her studies, she began to actively look for opportunities to earn money. By chance, she came across a way to make money fast. She created an account on a social media platform and uploaded some private photos with a price tag. Soon after, Julie received an invitation. This time she secretly took her mother's high heels, lied to go to the library to study, and left the house in the public restroom. Julie changed into her mother's shirt, a sophisticated contrast that refreshed her. Soon she arrived at the restaurant where she was supposed to meet a middle-aged man with a somewhat aggressive appearance, but Julie didn't mind. After agreeing on a price, she followed him to the hotel. Afterwards, the man promised her $300, but only gave her $200. Julie was furious, but she had no choice but to accept her fate. She had no choice but to resign herself to her fate and return to school. In order to raise money for her tuition, she devoted her time to socializing and contacting clients. When her best friend teasingly asked her if she was in love, Julie chose to remain silent. She didn't want anyone to interfere with her decision, and soon Julie received a new order. The other party is so generous that they agree to meet in his luxury car. The college girl tries to make a deal in the car, and the man is clearly incredulous when confronted by the young girl. His demeanor reveals his inner turmoil. However, the girl is so impatient with the man's excessive demands that she almost leaves him. In this transaction, Julie insisted on paying cash up front. The man realized that the girl was nothing more than a plaything for him. The man's youthful excitement disappeared in an instant. The transaction was short and hasty. It was over in a minute. Afterward, the man continued to disparage Julie, complaining that he hadn't spent his money wisely. Julie's heart had become numb to the man's unpleasant insults. Since her mother married her stepfather, she became more and more rebellious and twisted, always eager to do something daring and out of the ordinary. As a result, she began to have frequent encounters with different men. However, things would eventually come to a head, and when Julie became addicted to this life, an unexpected event changed the course of her life forever. On that day, Julie attended a concert with her mother. There, she met her first client. The old man was having a nice conversation with another girl. Seeing this scene, Julie stood by silently and observed. The old man is embarrassed to see Julie and leaves with the girl. At the same time, Julie noticed that her mother was talking intimately with another man. This again touched her sensitive heart, but she chose to remain silent. Soon after, Julie received another invitation from the old man. She couldn't wait to get to the hotel. After the appointment, the old man asked Julie if she would like to meet him again, because he felt like he had regained his youth around her. Julie said she could buy it again if she needed it, and then turned around and left without hesitation. Although Julie came into contact with different people every day and met many people of the opposite sex, but she didn't feel happy because of that. In her heart, her favorite time was still the time with the old man. This man, older than her stepfather, was like a guiding light for her, always showing her the way when she was down. During an in-depth conversation, Julie learned that the girl who was with the old man that day was in fact his daughter. The old man confessed that he was neither a good husband nor a good father. But accidents happen in this world. During a conversation with the old man, he suddenly. Why stopped breathing due to overexcitement? Julie was horrified by the unexpected. The college girl, looking at her broken body, was about to face the old man. With her excellent professionalism and exquisite appearance, she made the old man willingly and repeatedly pay out his pension. When she stepped into that familiar room again, the old man was always dressed up and waiting for her nervously. Only when he saw her did his tension ease. He was always worried that she would refuse his invitation. However, during this meeting, the old man suddenly stopped breathing due to overexcitement. She froze in place for 5 minutes and then hurriedly packed her things and left. But it wasn't long before the police found Julie's mother, because the hotel's security camera showed that Julie was the last person to have contact with the old man. The police told Julie's mother about all the suspicions and she was shocked. She couldn't accept that her innocent daughter would do such a thing despite the police's evidence. The mother still found it hard to accept this fact. Then the police found a large amount of stolen money in Julie's closet. When Julie came home from school as usual, her mother dismissed her brother, then scolded Julie severely, even to the point of getting physical. Because she couldn't understand why Julie would do such a thing. And Julie revealed, without mercy, what happened between her mother and her sister-in-law. Mother and daughter fell out. After returning to her room, Julie changed to a phone car, specially designed for taking orders, and as soon as she switched on the phone a large number of text messages swarmed in as promised. She went to the hotel where she met the old man, only to see an old woman with silver hair sitting in front of her. The old lady claimed to be the old man's wife, and she was the one who tricked Julie into coming here. She wanted to meet the person who was by her husband's side before he died. The old lady was surprised to learn that Julie was a college student, because she herself had fallen madly in love with the old man at that age. In fact, the old lady had known about the old man for a long time, but never had the courage to face up to it in the end. She chose to compromise. Now she doesn't resent Julie. She just feels sorry for the old man's passing away afterwards. She asked Julie to accompany her to the room again. She placed the same $300 on the table as the old man, and then the two of them lay on the bed in silence. Julie's exploration of desire was also understood by the old woman. When she woke up again, the old lady was gone. She looks around the empty room, as if everything she has experienced before was just a dream, and now is the time to wake up. At the end of the story, both mother and daughter cry, and choose to forgive each other for the past. Julie promised never to go out to take orders again, and the mother also said she will try to take care of her family in the future.